Latta, Oklahoma, where your Leopardettes are set to face off against not Jake Rutledge, along with Tander Hamilton, Chad Price, and exciting game last night against Latta. And anytime you pop and get ready to watch some ball.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. I mean, here for a state championship. So
exactly. Every time these two teams meet,
it's one of those towns that they get all. And it looks like Valenciano will take the starting spot today, Leopardettes. As we get set to tip off right here, Maddie McGowan will take the ball.
Top of the key. Ball out to the top. Leopards inbound the ball. And there is a turnover going to happen right there on the floor. Looks like we've got a foul.
Against a really good Washington team.
Yeah. Turnovers are never a good thing when you're trying to beat a good team.
Yeah.
Ball is up and away from Washington. No good for the three. Rebounded by Washington. Kicked out to number 24.
And Cannon Russell quickly picks up her second foul, and this team's second team foul right here. And we just started.
And that really hurts. Cannon is one of those that we've got to have in this ball game if we're going to win it.
For us.
Exactly. I mean, you've got to have someone distribute the ball that knows exactly what to do. A quick timeout.
We're going to keep it here because it's going to be looks so far. I mean, we haven't been able to get the ball down to our end of the court just yet, but, you know, we've picked up 2 team fouls and
he's got to, cooler heads prevail in these situations. They've got to stay cool-headed, get the ball up the court, get it on our side of the floor, and
so they're in a fighting mood lately. So I think we're going to be just fine.
Yeah,
we're running a press breaker here. Ball inbounded. Inbound play. He's run to Cameron Perry. Perry all the way down the floor with the baseball pass. And it's
just a little bit off target. But I think if we can beat the press right there at half court, I think we could maybe get something going.
That's definitely a positive when your eyes are up and you're seeing players down the 24 driving in the lane. Ball's up. Ball is out of bounds. Off. Miss McGowan is having a seat for a second. Emily Stone is now in the ball game. It is inbound Washington.
And Emily was the game.
11-0 Washington.
You're just going to have to put it under their arm and just be like, clear out. Let me handle it one-on-one, clear out.
Exactly.
To get the traffic out of the way.
And the ball around down to the baseline, little 10-footer, in and out, no good.
Great idea right there by Valenciano.
Is a great look. We just got to make the shot. Jump ball here on the Leopard side of the floor. It will be Leopard.
Really good start right here for us to get the ball down here offensively.
That's another turnover, Graham. Ball down, kicked back to the top of the key. 3 is no good. Put back is also no good. And Leopard's rebound. We're going the other way. Down Leopard ball.
And sideline right here is pretty good now. Is helpful.
Yeah, exactly. We're having trouble running the press break forward for Washington, saying that it was on the floor.
Ooh.
So we will have ball out. Long pass by Washington. Looked like a double with 4:15 left to play in the first.
It looks like Washington is going to take a 30-second, so we'll keep it here. And we haven't got to do much offensively. We haven't got to see what we did yesterday.
We have got some good looks, and we're taking as they gather their arsenal here to go against Washington.
Yeah,
as an inbound on their side of the floor.
And let's be honest, anytime you're playing Washington, the name alone, it's just
yes, they definitely have some athletes. Yes. That's for sure.
But they can be beaten. You have to just play your game.
Inbound play to Washington. 24 around the top of the key. Kick back to the top. Over to the left side. Little 20 for 12 for Washington. Going back the other way. We've got to stop the ball. Kicked out to the 3-point. Sometimes when you've got a game going like this, you just need to catch a break real quick.
Not familiar with her.
3-pointer from the very top of the key, rebounded by Cameron Perry, who was kicked out. No good. Washington rebound, headed the other direction. Washington knocks down a 3. That would make it 14-0 Washington. Cannon Russell is drawing 3.
It's by Cannon Russell.
Great pass, great vision. As you can see through all ball up and around the rim for Washington, put back by Washington. And we've got a number 24 for Washington. Shoot 2.
Maddie McGowan's going to check back in for Emily Stone.
Maddie McGowan is probably the best game plan that I could come up with for taking it to these Washington basketball. There's plenty of time on the. That will be good. 18-2 Washington.
And, so far, number 24.
For the Lady Leopardettes. And it is turned over, dribbled off a foot or a knee or something, kicked down to 23 on the baseline on the other end with another floater, and a timeout called by your Leopardettes.
And this is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take.
Ets are facing off against Washington here in the Latta tournament. Folks, one thing, a negative effect on our team here, and do a little check-in, and it looks like Chloe's homesick, so
there's
we're
no
definitely
doubt
missing her.
There's a corner here. We've got a foul number 4. And it does say family on the back of their shirt, and that's exactly how they treat it. When one member's missing, we're all going to suffer, that's for sure. But hoping that she's staying well.
So they can finish out before Christmas break.
Okay, well, the good news is it looks like Leopards have figured out the press. We have running the play in the first.
Yeah, we get the ball to the middle of the floor. And you get trapped. It's still hard to turn the ball over in the middle of the floor because you have.
I don't know how many opportunities we're going to get in this game, but we have squandered a few. So we have got to start taking advantage of those.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting the ball into the paint, and it just wasn't there where they might have gotten a small fingertip on it.
It would be that she was out of control.
Yeah.
Okay, ball inbounded by Perry.
Good right there. Good.
Ball looking straight up the court. Be Washington.
I don't agree with the jump ball call. I feel like that might have been a reach in on the floor.
Well, when the play. Okay, up fake by number 12 to the top of the key, kicks down to the baseline 3-pointer, up and airballed into the hands of number 4, who drives with her second.
And that is 5 team fouls for the Leopardettes with 53 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And the good thing about a foul is it means you're being aggressive. Mm-hmm. The bad thing about a foul is
absolutely, because already we have went to the bench more this first quarter than we have all season. So
free throw, the inbound Lindsay Leopardette basketball. Perry will be the young lady out taking the ball out. Ball McGowan on the block, kicked out to number 25 for the Leopardettes, who drains a 3-pointer. And swinger right there, 20-5 as we tick down into the last half of this period. Which is running the clock out as they turn the ball over here.
Oh.
With 8.5 seconds left in the first period.
Yeah, and they would still be back down here on the other end of the court.
Leopards ball on their side of the floor. We're still not taking care of the ball extremely well.
For the first quarter here in Latta, and your Leopardettes trail the Washington Warriors 25. And stay tuned, we'll be back for the second quarter.
Back here to Latta, Oklahoma, where the Leopardettes are squared off against Watt.
Leopardettes have the ball on their half of the floor. Run the offense up for two, in and out. Rebounded by number 12 for Washington as they go down the area of the floor, and which is intercepted. 18-footer up and missed as we've got a foul.
Luciano will check back in for McKenzie, and this looks like, besides Brecken, this is most of our starting five out right now. So
what she lacks in seniority, she makes up for in hustle. So
absolutely, and she's tall and lanky, and that's what we're outsized. So that's what we need right now.
And it's obvious Washington's going to try to win this game by applying pressure to the
yes,
Lady.
yeah.
And we've got to either beat the pressure or counter it with a bad pass stolen away from number 23 for Washington. Ball to the
there we go.
Floor. There we go. Now we got a blocking foul, number 24. It appears like
matter of getting the ball in and then getting the ball to the middle of the floor.
Here, take the ball out into Brecken Klein. Floor kicks out to the 3-point line. Back to Klein. Back out as they set up again. Drives to the lane and appeared to be fouled, but it didn't get called.
And, you know, you have to appreciate that foul by Brecken right there. This Washington Warrior going to the line, she's shot 2 free throws and she didn't make either one of them. So on
a fast break, you're trying to get there and you're half a step behind.
Well, still better than 2.
Yeah, offensive foul on Miss Perry.
We've been guarded by at least 2 Washington Warriors the whole game. So frustration.
You're going to let them bump and push on each other as Washington goes up for 2 more.
Washington is win no matter what.
3-pointer up and good for the Lady Warriors. Right.
Basketball.
With Washington answers with the 3 of their own. Yeah. Run. So brings the ball across midcourt.
Oh, Valenciano turns back around just one time. She's wide open. Right.
Talked about earlier, Maddie McGowan may be the key to the ball game.
Yeah, she's tough. She's extremely strong. If we can get her the ball down there,
and
she's going.
She knows where the rim's at all times.
Yep.
So.
And that's key for a post player.
That's right. As she back in this thing.
Yeah. And you know what? We still got a lot of ball game left.
And that's the thing that I enjoy watching about these Leopards, win or lose, is they're going to fight till the buzzer goes off.
Yeah. I believe that's number 24.
That'll
25.
be her second. If it's number 24, it'll be her second.
25, and she's got 2 as well.
Okay.
But it sends Maddie McGowan to the line for a 1-and-1.
Guys, you're not going to win that battle with
her will to win, and if there's a ball in the air, she's going to get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Maddie McGowan good on the first 1-and-1, going to shoot. Maddie McGowan sets one more, adds one more to the scoreboard. That is the 3 from Washington. That is good. A timeout, Washington.
We'll keep it here second quarter. And the main thing right now they have just about more offensive rebounds than we do points on our side.
That's what I was about to say. McGowan has got her backside into somebody blocking them out, and we get the over the back call.
Yeah. Just for example, Braylee Malicote, she could have had it over the back right before Maddie McGowan's defensive rebound just a minute ago. Because she was even starting right now. I think we have a long ways to go tonight.
We do, and you've got to take it small steps at a time. You can't think of the 13 to 31. You've got to say, hey, we're going to come out here again, and we're going to be in the ball game in the 4th.
And 2 threes by the Leopardettes put them right back into striking distance. So.
More than a couple shots out of the ball game if you can get them open. Pressed up the floor here. Over McGowan's head and out of bounds. She was open, and like I said, just a missed time jump there.
New sub, that's going to be number 31 for the Leopardettes and for Braylee Malicote.
And that is an air ball off of Washington. That will be Lindsay Leopardette basketball.
And it just went out on
ball to the middle of the floor. McGowan kicks to Brooklyn Klein, who will shoot. And number 12 for Washington Warriors has her second foul. That will send Klein to the line to shoot 2.
And
4 for 4 is Brecken Klein leads to the lead, or adds to the Lindsay total there.
Fine tuning her knee brace there a little bit.
By Washington. headed there into the floor.
Even with that missed free throw right there, we're still shooting better from it.
Loose ball. They call McGowan for the foul.
Man. I have to agree with them. I don't agree with that call.
And like I said,
Yeah.
it's a loose ball. We're going after it. Nevertheless, McGowan called for the foul. We're going to shoot a free throw here. The middle of the floor and a bad pass. Again, another turnover, spinning in the lane with a floater.
Maddie McGowan again.
Does not go. McGowan with the rebound dribble.
We got it. And that is 24's second or third foul.
I would say that's the third. Nope, I lied to you.
I'm pretty sure that's the second against Maddie.
And that's 10 team fouls for Washington. So we are in the double bonus.
Yeah. The second time that
About how physical this game has been.
Mm-hmm.
They're banging around down there. Maddie McGowan adds another one to the wins in total, which makes it 31-15. Washington. Maddie McGowan addresses another free throw, knocks it down.
Great job. Maddie McGowan is 5.
Washington has another three-point look off the back of the rim, rebounded by Washington and put back up. Oh, my goodness. We had turned the ball over underneath the basketball goal, and now he's scored again.
Second time out, right? No, we're the 16 against the Washington Warriors in the second round of the Latta Classic, and letting them play a little bit, even though the fouls are high. Our Leopardettes are trying and fighting to get back.
We have another Leopard turnover, which has been the downfall of the Leopardettes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And kicked out of bounds by Washington. It will be Leopardette ball underneath the basket.
That's Brecken Klein's second steal of the game. So whatever Brecken is doing, it's
A dramatic impact on this ball game.
yeah, absolutely.
Shot and foul there for the Leopardettes. We will shoot two.
Absolutely.
36-16. 35-16.
And when we're not getting the ball in the bucket by running a play or breaking the break tongue twister.
Both of them. 35-18. Leopardettes trailing here with 2:41 left to go. And it is thrown away.
I'm not sure Bradley knew it was hanging.
Baseline.
Ooh, might have been a carry.
Kicked out to the top of the key by number 4. Driven to the opposite block and laid in for two.
And I think the biggest thing on not even go up. So I think that we need to get our feet set. We need to take a charge. I think that's going to help us a ton.
Exactly. Cameron Perry to take the ball out for side of the court. She dribbles up the floor. Ball up and no good for the Leopardettes. It's
Great block out right there by Cannon Russell.
great block out, Cannon. Perry with the ball. She dribbles it up half court, all the way to the block. One
That might be her third.
going after the rebound there.
Yep. Only one right now that has been able to do something down low for our Leopardettes. And
Yeah, she's
5 for 5 at the free throw line. So,
yeah. So when she sets down, it's definitely a loss.
yeah.
But you have looks like Stone in the game now. Washington. Klein will inbound the ball all the way the other end and shoots the layup and is fouled in the process. She will go to the line. Foul on number 13, shooting 2. Cannon Russell at the line for your Leopardettes has just knocked down a
At this point.
headed their way. Other end of the floor. Trying to run the clock out here with 50 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, I think we're going to see another chance unless we come up with a steal. Charge. At this point, that's number 24 coming at you. She's got 2-3 fouls already, and she's got most of the Washington points. So slide over, take a charge.
Yeah, it looks like that's what we were trying to do. I guess we had a
32 seconds.
40-19 Washington lead as they lead Lindsay with 32. Brecken Klein will inbound the ball to Russell. Russell immediately met by number 4. Passed out. 3-point opportunity missed.
Oh, great save by Brecken.
Saved by Brecken Klein. Got a foul on the play.
And again, here we are back at the free throw line. We got to take advantage of it.
We're slowly trying to cut this thing in half here as we head into the locker room for halftime.
I'm not quite sure what this. We have a whole new 5 right here for Washington.
And we need to take advantage of every opportunity they're going to give us. So.
Yeah. This looks like this is the start. And she will shoot 2.
That is her 4th foul.
Oh, no. Leopardettes says Cameron Perry goes to the bench with 8 seconds left in the first half. And
understandably why. Washington free throws off the front of the rim.
Good job by Emily Stone right there to get a defensive rebound. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back in a few.
Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. More. Lawton, McAllister, 43. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, Top Dentistry, Crown and Bridge, Brook Canals, our braces fee starts at $4,500. And for those of you with poor fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini diameter implants, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Leopardettes are squared off against the Washington Warriors here in the Latta tournament. First half didn't look so good, and we're going to talk a few stats. And Tandra, what do you got there for us?
Well, the biggest thing that has stood out to me in the first half is we've had 14 turnovers.
Yeah.
in just the first half alone.
Well, it's just add that up. Anytime you get a fast break and you're shooting a layup, that's 2 points. Well, you add that up to the scoreboard, and that's what you got. They're sitting on top of us by 20, 21. So,
And then the other biggest thing that stands out is we are 10 for 11 from the free throw line. We haven't been 10 for 11 from the free throw line in a very long time. I think that's the best we've been all season so far.
and if we're going to crawl back in this ball game, in my opinion, that's how you're going to do it. Is you're going to have to score points when the clock's not ticking.
Yes, I agree, because
Inbound play fouled on the layup is Washington. They will shoot 2.
and that's going to be Brecken Klein's second and the team's first team foul. And the other thing is we have to keep them out of the bonus and the double bonus. I think that's exactly how we fight back into the ballgame too. Besides us getting to the free throw line, we have to stop the fouling.
As things work out, Brecken Klein's foul leads to a missed free throw, which is always better than a made layup.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know the little young lady hit the floor. I would never want anybody to get hurt, but anytime you can foul someone and cut that to 2 or cut that in half is always good.
And she's 2 for 6 on the day on the free throw line. So, like we said earlier, if we want anybody on the free throw line, it's her, unfortunately.
McGowan brings the ball up the floor, kicks it to the left, drive to the lane, and we've got a foul on Washington, number 24, with a push. That is her third foul.
That's for the Lindsay Leopardettes. That's good for her to have 3 flat fouls. I mean, she has probably, at my calculation, she has about half of the Washington points right now.
We've got a walk on the Leopardettes, number 24 there. That will be the 15th turnover of the game. It leads to trouble when you keep handing Washington Warriors the ball.
Yes, absolutely, because they're going to go and not stop.
Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Washington, kicked out to the top. Dribble to the baseline.
Great recovery by Cannon Russell to get in front of that girl.
Great ball movement by Washington as they move it all over the floor. 3 shot, no good. Rebound by Washington with another 3 opportunity. Missed. Layup missed. Rebounded by McGowan.
And that's another thing that has stood out to me is they have just as much offensive rebounds than we do points still.
3 ball from your Leopardettes. No good. Rebounded by number 24 for Washington. She heads up the floor with it. Kicks it to number 12 and down to number 4 in the corner. 3-pointer, no good.
Another offensive rebound by Washington, and they'll end up at the free throw line right here.
As we've got a foul, number 25. Who is that?
That is Layla McKenzie, I believe.
McKenzie with her first.
And she has done some positive things. She hasn't got to see the floor a whole lot, but she has got some real positive things going on right now. She's made a 3. She's gotten some rebounds, and she's gotten a steal. So Emily Stone will check back in, and number 13 for the Leopardettes. And I have not got her name yet, so I will get that as soon as we can.
Washington does make the last free throw. Inbound ball, Leopardettes. Inbound to Russell.
I like this. They're clearing out, just letting Cannon handle the ball one-on-one right here.
And that's always, Cannon can handle that stinking ball and get the thing up the floor. Handed to McGowan. That's around the top of the key here. Uh-oh. Ball stolen away by Washington. Looking for another layup that is missed by Washington. And a jump ball called. There will be Leopardette basketball.
And Cameron Perry is going to check back into the game right here for the Leopardettes. And as we spoke before the half, the biggest thing for Cameron Perry is to keep her hands off of anybody and everybody. She has 4 fouls, and we have 6 minutes and 24 seconds left in the third quarter. So
Yeah, she cannot foul here. She's got to go and try to help us on the offensive end and leave it for someone else on the defensive end.
yeah. That's a double dribble.
Turnover number 16 for the Leopardettes. If we can get a control on that, it seems like we may have an opportunity to squeak back in this ball game, but the chances are getting slimmer
Absolutely.
as the clock keeps ticking.
He's in the back.
Ball kicked out of bounds by the Leopardettes. Washington ball under their own goal. 3-point basketball for Washington. Missed, rebounded by Washington. Playing good defense. Leopardettes are playing good defense if we can keep it up here. A lot of movement by Washington. Leopardettes seem to be handling it well, as long as we can keep them between them and the basket.
And the thing, we see the score 47-21. And the thing about Washington is they're a state tournament team every single year. You can't say the state tournament without saying Washington in it. So is this expected? Probably. This is probably expected. And nobody probably thought that our Leopardettes should win. Are they capable of winning? Absolutely.
Harriet has had her fifth foul on a fast break underneath the Warrior goal there to prevent an easy layup.
Well, guys, the thing about it, though, if you the fighter and
Yeah, no doubt. McGowan takes their side of the floor. Hopefully she'll get a drink, get right back in this thing.
And, still hustling the fouls.
Hey, when you're down this much, ball game stats in front of me, but maybe 5 for 5.
Good minutes in this ball game. That
Just spoke about it. I've got an option need at this point.
yes, and that's is going hard, no matter what the why
To
don't
find yourself in a ball game like Spawn to this any kind of let up at all, they're still fighting for every. Free throw missed, but rebound.
tempers flaring down on the floor between
Yeah, and that's just a fight. And that's what you love to see out of your team.
Ciano down.
Usually not watching that
Yeah.
for three. He's off the in and out.
At the top of the key. She's been our go-getter and
Hot here. As Lindsay and knocks it home.
us our Leopardettes like the kind of physicality this unfortunately
And we were trust that the Leopardettes have got to.
yeah, and I think so. Not saying that's a bad thing. Yeah.
You're gonna stack up.
and talked about, and I think you guys have been so well.
Postseason play.
It's what I like to see.
Latta, Oklahoma, where the Leopardettes down 62-28. One more time. We're wish she was out here with us.
Great defense there as we rebound the ball, hit it our way. Russell with the ball, bringing it across half court.
The biggest thing that stands out to me right now is our free throws. That's a big positive for us today is our free throws. If we don't take nothing.
There's in a ball game like this, when it's 62-28, you can talk the negative to death. But the positive thing is, like you said, the free throws.
So I feel like that is an extreme positive.
Ball on the floor. Dull one, it will be Leopardette basketball.
When you're facing Washington, they're just gritty. They're tough until the very end, until that buzzer goes off. They're not going to just sit there and let them score just because they want to.
Washington has always had a good team. Be Leopardette ball. Russell brings the ball over half court. Pass to Stone. Stone takes
Ball field also back into the basketball court, and they know what it's like to get beat by Washington in the semifinal game in OKC. So they're looking for a little revenge, and they're not going to get it today. It's off to the Leopardettes. They've done everything they could. They figured out the press, and then they've done their job at the free throw line. They're starting to.
Got to take care of the. If we can cut out the turnovers, that is a game changer with a floater up and in.
Their season game. So this right here is actually really good for our Leopardettes. They're going to be able to see what we're fixing to go against.
And Washington Warriors are on fire here from the three-point line. He knocks it home. The Leopardettes here showing handed to Russell. Stone's first period. Puts it back up for two of her own. 65-38, your score.
Maddie McGowan has showed up and played today.
And you're right about that. I don't think that girl even looks at the scoreboard. She's just going to go play hard.
Yeah, with 7 rebounds.
Put up. Drive to the lane. Floater headed the other direction. Washington still pressing the ball. It's going to go in Washington's favor.
This looks like this could be in Lindsay.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got, I don't know how many players. The effort doesn't die as we get Warrior shot is no good and out of bounds. It will be Leopardette basketball.
At this point, looking like that. Now, with that being said, folks, we did receive word just before this game. So that is tentative, but for right now, it's looking like our girls are going to be here at
Updated bracket before
here. Yeah.
Still shooting the three ball.
And
Stylo Kamichi plays directly after the boys' game. That's after this.
Here with 1:40 left to go in the fourth period. Fouled on the attempt, and we will go to the free throw line. We are still fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. They're still driving to the goal. They're still diving after balls, and that's all you can ask for.
Fouls. We're still playing great defense and putting the pressure on them as Washington kicks the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Climb to the basket. Find someone down low for two. Number 38 for your Leopards.
The second round of the Latta Classic semifinal game right here for the Leopardettes. And into this, we would have loved to have seen some revenge, I guess you could say, on them. Throws. That right there is a big standout. We were able to walk out a whole lot better than
second group plays as hard as your first group does. And that
sickness, injuries can all play a factor.
We'll head our direction here. Washington on a fast break on the other end.
Do it, ladies and gentlemen, from Latta for our Leopards to take on